Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay, and on this channel we cover all things beauty and a whole lot of fragrance content. And today we are doing my June perfume tray video and also my updates from May. I realized that I was missing some things from the tray, so I went ahead and put those on there. I feel like maybe I'm missing one other fragrance, but I think this is good. So I'll start from here. This is Valentino Donna Born in Roma Green Stravaganza. Very pretty, very fresh in the opening and aromatic. You get that tea note, but then also something green and fruity. If I had to guess what it was, I would say some type of green apple, some juicy, like fresh pear, something like that. And then at the dry down, you have a beautiful jasmine and vanilla. This is so feminine. And yes, with the bigger bottle, I can actually get it to project, which was my biggest struggle. So very happy about that. Glad I gave it a chance and got the big bottle. Carnival from Brown Girl Jane. This is a gorgeous spicy mango fragrance. It's warm and sweet, and it just makes you want to have fun. I say the same thing about this one, I know, but it really is fun. I think that pepper and that ginger note really do make it more spicy, like in a fun, upbeat, energized way. Imagine myself on a cruise again to the Bahamas with my friends, having this on, dancing, and just loving my life. And this really does transport me back to that time. So I love this very much. And every time I wear it, I mean, I want to be doing something. I can't just wear it when I'm in the house, you know? There's just those type of fragrances. I think it's beautiful. And then a gorgeous vanilla at the base as well. Next is Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. I think I only wore this like once or twice. And you guys have to remember, when I did do my perfume tray video last month, I was late, so I only got about 20 days with the tray, and there's 15 perfumes on this tray. And as you guys know, just because I have my perfume tray does not mean I don't venture outside of it and pick perfumes off the tray. So really, using them even 2 or 3 times is pretty good. This is a beautiful citrus creamy vanilla scent, and my love for it remains unwavering. It's orange blossom, lemon candies, there's a creamy panna cotta, vanilla. This is so yummy. Then from Nest, New York, this is Wild Poppy, and I wore this one time and did reapply it throughout the day. And the day I did wear this was to brunch. I ended up having brunch with my company that was here for a week. I'm sure you guys could tell that I was a little inconsistent on YouTube for that time, and that is the reason why. But this is a beautiful fruity floral. It's like there's a warm, fuzzy softness to it that I think is coming from that apricot note. So it makes it really beautiful and even more feminine, as well as that beautiful raspberry and some pear. So if you like rose fruity scents, I think you'd really enjoy this. Then Moonlight in Heaven by Kilian will have them wanting to drink your bathwater. So again, Brown Girl Jane Carnival is more of that kind of fun, syrupy mango fragrance. It's quite juicy in the opening. And this one, I would say, is not as syrupy sweet, but it is a little spicy, not as much. There's a beautiful pink pepper in the opening, as well as citruses that make it smell a little bit more chic and expensive. And then you get this beautiful mango note, which to me, I feel like the sweetness of the mango is cut by those citruses and that subtle spice. And you get more of like a soapy, fresh mango mixed in with a beautiful note of coconut, making everything more smooth and lactonic. Also a note of rice, which for me gives it more of that powdery quality that makes it even more feminine, as well as that ethereal vetiver, jasmine. It's so gorgeous. Every time I wore this, I felt amazing. The only downside, and every time I wear this, the more I feel this way, is the longevity. The longevity on this could be way better. On clothing, it's not terrible, but on my skin, I really do have to over apply. And Kilian Sunkissed Goddess, I did wear a few times. I got a good little dent going. This is a beautiful fragrance for summer. It's very sunscreeny, so if you like that type of vibe, I think you would enjoy it. You get lots of the florals, but I feel like the longer I have this, the sweeter that it gets, which I really do enjoy with that coconut. Replica Beach Walk, I did wear a few times on its own and then also layered with my Sunkissed Goddess. I find Sunkissed Goddess a little bit more feminine and sweet, so I did prefer wearing that one, but this one is also very gorgeous. It's kind of salty, sunscreeny, and does remind me of being on a beach, and the more it dries down, the more clean and musky it gets, which I think is really lovely. Bianco Latte, I wore a few times, especially comparing it to the new Eclair by Lattafa. Beautiful creamy vanilla scent. You guys know I adore it. Ylang in Gold, unfortunately by Amicalev, I did not wear one time, so I think I'm gonna put it on my June tray as well. The only thing I could think of is the fact that unfortunately it does have those gold shimmers, and so it makes wearing this a little bit more tricky, but the scent is delicious. I can't believe I didn't wear it at least one time. Beid Al Oud Honor and Glory, I wore 1 or 2 times. It's a really nice, sweet, powdery pineapple fragrance. It's kind of spicy, warm, very beautiful. Did not wear Kayali Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar 42 or Xerjoff La Capitale once, not sure why. Bain Alice Rar by Paris Corner, I did wear a few times, and it does smell similar to what I remember Amouage Guidance smelling like, but this one just feels softer and a little bit more like clean feminine to me. It starts off very intense, very spicy, but I do feel like on the dry down it does soften up, and I can't say that it smells like a naked woman, that's what people say, but like I get it, you know, it does smell very feminine, very beautiful and warm. And then these two from Bond Number 9, I've been loving to layer. This one is Greenwich Village and then also Madison Square Park, both beautiful, lovely, fresh, fruity florals from the brand. The first perfume I want to put on my June 2024 perfume tray is Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. This is a sour, fruity floral fragrance that smells very similar to Delina. I do prefer Delina, but it's super close. You have a beautiful red currant in the opening that does make it quite sour, as well as that fruity lychee, and a beautiful elegant rose, and at the base you have some vanilla and hints of that vetiver. I love this. I think it's very beautiful and romantic and super feminine, great for any date night, and I want to give it some love. I haven't used it in months, so it needs to go on my tray. Next is New York Flowers from Bond Number 9, and this was very graciously sent to me, and I want to thank all of you for even giving me these opportunities, and I really thank you guys for always supporting me, because this is the result. So this is a really nice, clean, powdery, fruity rose fragrance. I get that clementine, there's some pear, and also a note of Coeur Royale, which is supposed to give it that champagne-like, bubbly, black currant vibe, which I do also pick up in here. But on the dry down, you do get more of the iris, making it more powdery, and it blends beautifully with the rose, making it more powdery and a little bit more sophisticated. So I think this is great. It's a little bit more mature than some other Bond Number 9s in my collection, but I think for every day, this is really appropriate. Anytime, any place, super lovely. Care Fusion Lychee from Paris Corner is also going on this tray. It is fruity, vibrant, and absolutely delicious. I cannot say enough good things about it, and actually, if I can fit it, I'm also gonna add the pistachio, which is mouth-watering, sweet, cozy, comforting, gourmand deliciousness. Love that one, and both are very similar to the Kayalis. I also want to put on this tray, this is Cassiopeia from Tiziana Terenzi, which is a beautiful fragrance for summer, spring, very feminine and powdery. There's some passion fruit in here, some tonka, some fresh florals, and a beautiful musk. And to me, this is kind of candy sweet, but in a more refined, elegant way. I find this scent so beautiful, and it's definitely a pretty girl fragrance. And Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, this is a beautiful summer staple. This is coconut and florals. It's very fresh solar. I love the addition of the spice, giving it more character, as well as that nutty pistachio that for me keeps it from being a boring sunscreeny scent. There's also a lovely sexy benzoin note to this. I also want to add, this is a new one from Phlur, and this is called Soft Spot. And I don't want to touch on this too much because I am planning on doing a full review, but just know it is this warm, musky, familiar fragrance that's very feminine. I would actually say this one is more musky and more sensual and soft than Missing Person, and it doesn't have as much of the sandalwood. So I'm gonna see if this one will fit. Then Amir Pear Potion, which is a juicy, fruity, sparkly pear and green apple combo, which is just so delicious. You also have that caramel, which is sweetening the fruits up, as well as a beautiful note of raspberry, making it more feminine and flirty with a beautiful musk. This is so good for summer. Ooh. I think I like that better. And then I also picked up Dolce Garden from Dolce & Gabbana after so many of you on my coconut video said you recommended this scent, and it is beautiful. Not only is it floral and coconutty, but you also get this really yummy, warm, sweet almond note that makes it even more addictive. So I'm very happy to have and test this one. And then the brand that really shocked me that they wanted to send me a fragrance was Guerlain. This is a beautiful, well-balanced honey and tobacco fragrance. It's called Tobacco Honey, and it's very sweet. The honey is super realistic. It is quite smoky, and I think because it is so sweet, the tobacco and the oud are not too overpowering. But if you don't like something that's very, very honeyed, you might not like this, but I cannot wait to wear it. I'm gonna put it back here because it is a little taller, and I think it's beautifully crafted. It's gonna shine in the fall and winter, but because I did just get it, I cannot help myself. I have to wear it a few times and get familiar with it. So next is Theodoris Kalotinis. This is Creme Brûlée. Again, I want to do a full review, so I'm not going to say too much, but it is a warm, sweet, toasted coconut vanilla scent. This is very addictive, and if you love fragrances, or I should say like body oils, like the Nest Madagascar Vanilla or the Balinese Coconut, where they're rich, dense, and delicious, I think you'd really enjoy Creme Brûlée. Then Bronze Goddess from Estee Lauder was sent to me very kindly. I'm usually not the biggest fan of Estee Lauder perfumes that I've tried, at least, but this one actually seems to be very decent. It's feminine, coconutty, floral. It's very fresh and solar, and for me, I get something kind of fruity there at the top, although I can't pinpoint what it is. And as it dries down more, you get this beautiful musk. It's super feminine and perfect for any vacation. So I think the name is super fitting. Kilian Eau Fraiche. This is a beautiful citrusy marshmallow tea fragrance. I do think this one is more citrusy and way less marshmallowy sweet than the original Princess, which I have to be honest, I do prefer. That one has a little more body to it. This is more sheer and lightweight. And for me, I think that this one is beautiful for the warmer weather, even though I do get pretty intimate projection with it. I'm hoping maybe after a year of sitting, it has gotten better with the projection. I will let you guys know. Next is from Le Monde Gourmand in collaboration with Caroline Stern. This is Angel Soiree, which is a pretty girly, pink smelling fragrance. It's fruity, There's lychee and strawberry and a really beautiful rose milk note. You also have some praline making it sweeter and fluffy marshmallow. And at the base for me, it gets a little soapy, little musky, which I think just evens it out and keeps it from being too sweet. But this is a very light fragrance, but for the price, I mean, I really do enjoy it. And the final fragrance I want to put on the tray is YSL Libre. This is the Platine perfume. This is a beautiful, soft, powdery version. It's not as edgy and bold. It's still giving like boss woman energy, but just in a more soft, refined way, which I really enjoy. It's not as loud and intense. It's a very beautiful lavender, soft, aldehydic, sparkly version that I think is absolutely wonderful. And I think I said it in my Charlotte Tilbury the Emotions collection video that I did find one fragrance very similar to this one, but it was just too clean. This one does have a really beautiful vanilla note that I think balances it out really nicely. So this is my June 2024 perfume tray. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good things. Let me know 3 perfumes on your tray or more if you want to get crazy. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. And now that my company is gone, hopefully I can kind of get back into the swing of things and be more consistent once again.